Yes, welcome to 93. Joining me for Foreign Affairs Chapter 1. You're backstage at the most important press conference of your life. You can hear the rustling of the reporters all waiting for you. You can do this, Clark. You're the first son of one of the most powerful nations in the world. Don't let them see you sweat. Winston, your mother's presidential advisor, offers you an encouraging smile. Just remember what we talked about. Don't answer the question they ask. Answer the question you want to answer. You nod and take a deep breath, and then walk out onto the stage. You're momentarily blinded by the flashing cameras, but you force yourself to smile as you step up to the podium. Reporters quiet down as you begin your statement. Thank you all for being here today. I'm Clark Kent, the first son of the great nation of Rutherland. I want to start by saying I take my duties as first son seriously. I know I represent my country everywhere I go. And for the past 6 weeks, I've been embracing that responsibility. A murmur ripples throughout the room, and you see the reporters nodding as they take notes. That's a big part of why I wanted to go to Vancross Institute for International Diplomacy, although my time at the school wasn't exactly gone as planned. You feel yourself straying from your talking points, so you glance down at your notes. I admit my recent behavior is not befitting someone of my position.
You can say that again! Look, we know what your statement's gonna say. Get to the good stuff!
Hi, Craig. The other reporters join in. You can feel the control of your room slipping away. Clark, over here. Rutherland is one of the most powerful nations in Western Europe. Do you think the scandal will hurt your foreign relations? Do you feel you've let your people down? More importantly, do you feel like you've let the president down? I know my mom's polling numbers have been affected by the incident last night, but...
Is that what we're calling it now, an incident? Because where I'm from, we call it full-blown sex scandal!
Thank you, that will be all. Chaos breaks out as reporters shout your name. You're ushered off stage, still a little shell-shocked. You take one last look over your shoulder as the swarm of the press circling like they smelt blood in the water. How the hell am I supposed to come back from this? Chapter 1, First Term Jitters. 6 weeks earlier. We are now beginning our descent. If you look out the window, you'll see your first glimpse of Vancross Institute. You look outside to see the campus of the elite school pass by below you. Vancross Institute for International Diplomacy, where the next generation of world leaders go to study politics, diplomacy, and how to avoid scandal. Bigger than I thought it'd be. You doing okay over there? You sit up straighter and give your mother's chief of staff a reassuring smile. I'm fine, just daydreaming about my non-existent political career again. As long as you're more alert during your classes, the president isn't sending you across the continent to slack off. Wait, this isn't a beach vacation? Turn the plane around! Very funny, but I know you won't waste such a golden opportunity to build relationships with future international leaders. He's interrupted by one of your bodyguards making his way down the aisle and strapping into the seat next to yours. Mr. Clark, have you been briefed on our arrival yet? Yep. Agent Diaz talked to me half an hour ago. Agent nods but remains seated. You lean forward to continue your conversation. I've heard the stump speech, Winston, but if this master's degree program is so important to Mom, then why isn't she dropping me off? She wanted to be here, but you know how it is. A last-minute meeting with the ambassador came up, and she couldn't really say no. I got it. She has her duties as a president. Country comes first and all that. I'm just saying I would have been perfectly happy with a low-level position on her re-election campaign. For what it's worth, I think Vancross would be good for you. The people want to see you more involved, and I know your mom's hoping you can help gain support for the Peace Summit in a few months. Sorry to interrupt, but we have those updated projections you asked for, Mr. Torres. Excellent. Looks like the press release about Vancross is already working its magic. Your mom's approval rating is trending up. You nod, looking out the window as the plane taxis towards the private airport. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just, all this fuss seems like a waste when I don't even know if I want to go into politics. Think about it. There are so many other careers out there. I'm 22 years old. I never had a chance to even consider something else. Is this really what I want to spend my life doing? As much as I want to help Mom win the election, I'm still confused about the rest of it. And maybe Vancross will be more of a place for you to get some clarity, an opportunity to figure out if you actually want this life or not. The plane finally stops taxiing, and Winston stands to collect his briefcase. I'll let you freshen up before we leave. I had my stylist pull an outfit out for you, something to help you set the tone for your semester. Motions for a young woman to step forward from the back of the plane. Hi, I have just the thing for you to make a big impression on all of our future foreign dignitaries. You look down at your travel clothes, wrinkled from the flight. I guess I am a little underdressed. First term, you only get one chance at a good impression. We look like we're getting off a yacht. You check yourself out in the mirror after you change, feeling much more ready to take on a new school than you did before. Damn, I'd even vote for me in this outfit. You join Winston in the waiting car and are whisked away. Soon your limo pulls up to the front gates and the vehicle is immediately swarmed by paparazzi, all jockeyed to get their best shot. Mr. Clark, are you ready? You nod, taking a deep breath. You've been dealing with the media since your mom first took office. This part, at least, you can handle. But you can barely manage to get out of the car before you're accosted by cameras and a throng of reporters shouting questions. Is that the first son of Rutherland? Quick, get the picture! Get the picture! No matter how many times you've posed in front of the cameras, it still feels surreal that the press cares who you are. Someone's clearly come prepared. He could be on the fashion page in that outfit. I'm glad I changed. Mom always loves when I pull in some good press. You try to make your way past the mob, but a persistent paparazzo manages to shove his camera in your face. Craig. Mike Myers, stalker media. Clark, you look ready to negotiate world peace. Though I can't help but wonder if you're planning to mix a little pleasure in with your business. Care to spill? I recognize that tabloid. They always turn the most innocent stories into a scandal, even if they make up facts to do it. Honestly, I'd rather talk about how grateful I am for this opportunity. Vancross is an amazing institute. I'm excited to learn as much as I possibly can while I'm here. Spoken like a true politician's son. But let's cut to the chase. Will you use your time at Vancross to improve relations with Ardonna? The entire world knows that you two countries' long-standing issues. That's an understatement. Ardonna is our biggest rival, but what do they have to do with anything? Just then, another limo pulls up, drawing the paparazzi's attention away from you. You immediately spot the familiar flag adorning the car's hood. Ardonian flag, you recognize it anywhere. You turn to your security detail, who are taking advantage of the commotion to shuffle you through the gates. I thought the presidential guardsmen were supposed to vet this place. How did you not know someone from Ardonna would be here? I assure you, all of our intelligence indicated that they wouldn't be sending anyone to the Institute this year. I hope my new head of security will have a better handle on the situation than the transition team. As you and your entourage approach the school gates, you sneak one last peek back at the Ardonian limo, just in time to see a middle finger go up in the air, aimed at the paparazzi. A furious swarm of cameras flashes follow. Looks like someone's not a fan of the paparazzi. That's hilarious. Good to see at least one of my classmates has a sense of humor. Mr. Clark, we need to keep moving. Your bodyguard leads you to the main quad of the campus, where most of your classmates and their security details are gathered. Looks like we're just in time for a new student orientation. You join the crowd as the dean of the school addresses the group. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dean Lundquist. It's my deepest pleasure to welcome you to Vancross Institute for International Diplomacy. We're excited to have you as a part of the Vancross family. Our esteemed alumni have gone on to become world leaders, chief prospects of the ICC, even secretaries general of the UN. And we expect no less of all of you. No pressure or anything. During your time here, you'll take classes to learn essential skills for navigating every conceivable political situation, but we believe the most important lessons will be taught outside the classroom. The friendships you establish now will follow you throughout the rest of your lives, and hopefully can bring the world closer to true peace. Yeah, okay. The crowd breaks into applause. Now, I know some of you are interested in the state of our security renovations during the semester break. As the dean drones on, you look around at the rest of the crowd. Wow. It looks like I'm not the big fish in the small pond anymore. Deep breaths, Clark. It's only day 1. Finally, orientation ends and you follow the cobblestone path to your dorm. You breathe a sigh of relief as your transition team drops you off. But that sigh quickly turns into a gasp as you open the door to your suite. Holy crap, this place makes the state manor look quaint. Almost makes you feel like royalty, huh? You turn to see a young woman emerge from one of the suite's bedrooms. Of course, I actually am royalty, but all the dorms are nice. I'm trying not to take it as an insult. Right, and you're... someone who doesn't read royal family gossip. How novel, but I'm forgetting my manners. She extends her hand. Princess Diane Marianne Regina Dorado de Rothschild, Serrano of the Kingdom of Pavadina. But since we're sweet mates, you can call me Diane. Clark can, which is all the names I've got. Nice to meet you. Real-life princess, huh? Is being royal as amazing as they say? Well, my parents never have to run for re-election, so that's a plus. And they let me knight all my pets. What does that even mean? That Sir Mittens Q, a fluffy bottom, will eventually get a state funeral. Being a princess isn't all tiaras and tea parties, but on the whole, I totally recommend it. Oh, and this walking protein shake ad is my bodyguard, Murphy. She gestures to the large man standing beside her. Hey, so this is what Fisk does on his free time. Nice to meet you. My bodyguard should be here later today. I'm sure you two will have tons to chat about. I can't tell you how excited I am to finally have a sweet mate with some style. Last year I got stuck with a girl who wore sweatpants to class every day. Sweatpants, can you believe it? Sounds like a nightmare. I knew you would understand. Even if you don't respect yourself or the institution, respect my eyes, you know? By the way, I went ahead and picked the larger bedroom, but I left you the one with the west-facing windows you can sleep in. Ah, well, that's fine. But I get the bigger hall closet. It's only fair, don't you think? Fair? You think I operate unfair? I'm a little princess. If you're going to be living with me, yep, from here on out, at least. She narrows her eyes at you, then curls her lips into a delighted smile. It's about time someone had the guts to stand up to me. I accept your closet proposal. I think you've earned yourself a campus tour. Follow me. I'll show you the best place to people watch. Don't wait up for us, Murph. She leaves her bodyguard at the suite and leads you back to the center of the campus. Welcome to the main hub of the campus. Most people have to walk through here to get anywhere else, so it's a perfect place for you to scratch your voyeurism itch. Just be wary of the rogue frisbees. We also had an international incident last year when an ambassador's daughter got hit in the head. Duly noted. And here's the school library, the perfect place to meet with the study group or have a romantic tryst among the stacks. Not that I would know anything about the last one. Seems just like the place to pretend like we're regular students and not politicians in the making. Until you knock one of the hundreds of copies of The Art of War off the shelf. This is the Vancross private garden. I like to come here when I need to clear my head. This place can be a little intense, but nothing a best friend or two can't help you through. Oh, well, it'll be good to have someone like her on my side. I haven't had a close friend since... well, since Tatum left 5 years ago. Just then, the telltale shutter of the camera cuts through your reverie. You whip around and spot a lens peeking out of a nearby hedge. Camera pointed right at you. Did you get the shot? Almost! Oh, they must have snuck past the gate. Trust me, we do not want that William guy getting his hands on a picture of us. Let's get out of here. Security! Wait, come back! You take off, leaving the paparazzi struggling to free themselves from the bush. You turn a corner quickly and run right into someone. Oof. Stumble toward the ground, but you're quickly steadied by sure hands. Usually takes a little longer for someone to fall for me. You look up at the newcomer. Who do you see? I'll go with, like the cover of the book. Oh, show female options. Alright, I'll see female options just for, shits and giggles. She's pretty. Not bad. But I'm sticking to the cover of this book. Equality and all that. Thanks for the save. My pleasure. The stranger has a soft accent, one that sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it. Blaine! She throws her arms around the stranger and kisses his cheek, giving you time to really drink him in. Hi, Dee. What have you been up to? Oh, launching the royal fleet, trying on tiaras, running from the paparazzi, just normal princess stuff. What's with the fan club? I mean, he's cute, but I thought you stopped encouraging your stalkers. Realize he's talking about you. Stalker, is he for real right now? You're about to clap back when you suck in a deep breath, imagining what your mom would say if she knew you'd gotten into a fight with a fellow student on your first day. Remember, Clark, you have to make a good impression on everyone, even if he turns out to be your arch nemesis. You paste on a smile and step forward with your hand extended. My name is Clark Kent, first son of Rutherland. Blaine looks down at your hand and then back at your face. He doesn't move to shake it. In my country, we usually greet each other with a kiss on the cheek. I'm digging the superficial politeness, though. So, original in a place like this. Well, some of us aren't aiming to be the most original person at Vancross. We're aiming to get something out of it. You stubbornly keep your hand out, and eventually, he shakes it. It's nice to meet you. I look forward to building a better future for our countries together. How many times did you rehearse that line in the mirror this morning? 100? 2? Excuse me for making the effort. You're even cuter when you're annoyed. I didn't know that was possible. Okay, kiddos, play nice. You actually should get to know each other. Blaine is a first-year student, too. Really? I didn't see you at orientation. And why would you assume I'm a first-year student? You've got the unmistakable deer-in-the-headlights look about you. I bet you even think you can make a difference in the world. Okay, and on that note, Clark and I should probably head out. The paparazzi's loose on the campus, and... There you are! Oh, quick, run. We gotta go now. Damn press, follow me. Blaine leads you and Diane through the maze of buildings, and the photographers hop on your trail. You take a shortcut across the lawn and don't notice the sprinkler sticking out until the last minute. Clark, watch out! Avoid the splash zone, redirect the spray. Thinking fast, you dodge to the side, crouching low and over the far side of the sprinkler, waiting to make your move. What are you doing? We have to go! Wait for it. Just as the photographers caught around the corner, you push your thumb up over the top of the sprinkler nozzle, redirecting the spray right in their faces. What the hell? My camera! Nice one. The water distracts them long enough for you, Diane, and Blaine to make your escape. I believe I'm pronouncing the name correctly. I could be wrong. You can't keep running forever. We need cover. Follow me. This way. Gah! She crashes to the ground. You rush over to help her while Blaine keeps an eye out for the paparazzi. Oh, one of my heels broke. Remind me to send the tabloid a bit later. These were my favorite shoes. Sorry, Dee, but we've got more pressing problems. Go on without me. I can't run like this. I'll just slow you down. We're not leaving you behind, Dee. We're all in this together, and I appreciate the Musketeers' attitude, but I'll be fine. I'll hunker down in a bush or something. You two are on the real... You're the real story, anyway. What do you... This one's taking too long. Come on. Blaine pushes or grabs your hand and pulls you away. Good luck! You and Blaine keep running. You glance back over your shoulder just as the photographers turn the corner and Dee is nowhere to be seen. Where did she go? Who knows? But she knows this campus like the back of her hand. She's not the only one I'm worried about. This way. I see a place we can hide. He pulls you into an alley between two classrooms, pushing you up against the far wall. Although there's a gap between your bodies, you can feel the heat radiating off of him. What are you doing? Saving you, now keep quiet. But Blaine puts his hand against your mouth just as the paparazzi rush past the buildings. Where'd they go? I could have sworn they went this way. As the footsteps fade away, you gaze up at Blaine and realize just how close the two of you are. Blaine looks at you as if realizing the same thing. He quickly steps back and drops his hand, ruefully rubbing the back of his neck. Sorry, Rutherland. Yeah, we did fine. Just don't do it again. Oh, come on, admit it. That was the most fun you've had in weeks. That was the most frantic I've been in weeks. I'm not exactly the same thing, and you can back off now. He nods and takes another step back, giving you even more space. Far be it from me to tarnish that squeaky clean reputation of yours. You peer out around the corner of the alley looking for signs of the rogue photographers. Do you think the coast is clear? For now, maybe. But if these guys are making, or anything like the paparazzi back home, it's only a matter of time before they double back. Lucky for you, I know a hiding place where no one will ever find us. Nearby, secluded, even has a nice view so you won't have to stare at my face the whole time. And I promise you won't get the fancy new outfit too dirty. He reaches out to fix your shirt collar, his touch more gentle than you expect. So what, now you want me to spend more time with you? I thought I was way too straight-laced for you. I keep playing against the tide. Besides, it beats being chased by rude photographers all afternoon. He cuts off as the sound of footsteps approach the alley again. You hold your breath. We'll get our scoop if we have to search every nook and cranny of this school. What do you say, Clark? It's now or never. Yep, now or never. Fine. How nearby is nearby? Right above you. He nods towards an open second-story window above your heads. We're going in through the window? Bring it on. Careful, your wild child is showing. Keep your voice down or you'll scare him off. Here, I'll give you a boost. Blaine crouches underneath the window and cups his hands. You carefully step into his grasp, placing a hand on his shoulder for balance. 1, 2, 3. He boosts you into the air high enough for you to grab the bottom of the windowsill. Got it. It's not exactly graceful, but you manage to pull yourself through the opening. I'll come unlock the door. 1 sec. Don't bother. Watch in awe as Blaine shimmies up the drain pipe like he's done it 1,000 times. A moment later, he crawls into the window beside you. Exactly how much practice do you have climbing up drain pipes? You can picture it in your mind, Blaine sneaking into his lover's room late at night, like in a movie. What? That isn't a rite of passage in your country? Not for president's kids. You should start an initiative to change that now. Come on. You and Blaine make your way through the empty building to a set of stairs that leads up to the roof. Wow, you can see all the way out to the water from here. Blaine takes a seat on the ledge, his legs hanging over the side. You're taking advantage of this distraction, taking him in for a moment. You join him, although you stay far back enough away so your feet are firmly on the roof. So how did you know this was up here? My dad told me about it. He was a student here too a long time ago. It's about the only worthwhile piece of advice he gave me about this place. I take it attending Vancross wasn't your first choice? Hell no. But Mom always knows how to guilt me, even though I'm not a little kid anymore, so here I am. Although things have been looking up in the last half an hour or so. Oh, really? Any particular reason why? You have absolutely zero poker face, Clark, which isn't exactly the best quality in a budding diplomat. Maybe I'm just pretending to have a bad poker face. Maybe I'm hustling you. Maybe. But I'm usually pretty good at reading people. So did your parents force you to come to Vancross too? A force might be a little unfair, but yeah, that's the gist of it. My mom is hoping this master's program will lead to some big epiphany for me. Like it'll suddenly make me want to follow in her footsteps or something. Sounds like she's treating you more like a tool than a person. I'd be lying if I said that the thought never crossed my mind. It does bother me sometimes. It's like she cares more about her career than me. I just wish I could tell her that sometimes I need her to be my mom first and president second. So tell her. You make it sound so easy. It is easy. For you, maybe, but my mom and me have never really had that kind of relationship. And it's not like she doesn't care about me. No, she just cares about the perks of the position more. I never said that. You didn't have to. All politicians are the same. They're only out for themselves. You don't think your parents care about your people? I know they care about that, exactly as much as it helps them stay in power. Are you always this cynical? Because if so, that's kind of sad. There are good people in the world, you know. In fact, I bet if you tried hard enough, you could be one of them. Lane's voice is so quiet, you almost don't hear him. Not so sure about that. You lived your whole life following rules, sheltered and repressed. Suddenly you meet someone who says screw all that, and you deep down you wish you could do the same instead of always being exactly the guy that Mommy wants. I'm not just some puppet for my mom. He meets your gaze for a long moment, and it irritates the hell out of you. Sure you're not. Seriously, if I were, would I do this? Stand on the building ledge. I'm not pushing the romance too hard yet. You climb up onto the brick parapet, and standing on the edge of the building, you open your arms out wide and feel the wind on your face. See? I can live dangerously. The only thing I see is someone who watched Titanic one too many times. You turn around to confront him, but a loose stone causes you to lose your footing. Whoa! You try to catch your balance, but your momentum is pulling you backward until Blaine's warm hand catches you. He pulls you back to the safety of the roof and into his arms. Are you okay? Yeah, just a little shaken. Maybe you should leave the dangerous stuff to the professionals next time. Blaine is cut off by a shout down below. What was that? Look over the edge of the roof and see the rogue paparazzi being escorted off the campus by security. Get your hands off of me! Give me back my camera! That's personal property! And you two are trespassing on our property. Your camera will be returned once we've destroyed all pictures and videos you took on the grounds. Photographers are still protesting as they disappear from view. Looks like the coast is officially clear. I guess we should head back before our bodyguards start to worry. Cheer up, Rutherland. We've got all semester to work on your image. That's not... But Blaine is already halfway across the rooftop. He offers you a goodbye salute before disappearing down the staircase. You sigh and turn back to get one more look at the view. One thing's for sure, that boy is trouble. When you finally arrive at your suite, you spot a familiar flash of green hanging among the national flags above the dorm. Oh, right. Almost forgot the first son of Ardonia is here, too. I'll have my team do some Oppo research ASAP. As soon as you step through the door, Dee jumps up from the couch. There you are. I wasn't expecting you to beat you home with my broken heel. Blaine and I were just hiding out until the ghost was clear. I can't believe it took so long for the campus security guy to get those guys. Hold up, you and Blaine were together this whole time? Yeah, why? I'm just surprised. I figured you'd be trying to avoid him all semester. You go cold all over as you realize what Dee's saying, but you have to be sure. Looking her right in the eye, you speak very slowly. And why would I want to do that? Didn't he tell you? He's from Ardonia, isn't he? Blaine Hayes is the first son of Ardona. Shock and awe. Oh no. Well, that's it for the first chapter of this book. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And down description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you like to support me and my content. Without further ado, chapter 2 will be up here very shortly. And also, we've got Rising Tides today, so stay tuned for that as well. Let me know in the comment section below, 1, if I said her name correctly. I'm just going to stick with D for the longest time, though. 2, let me know what you thought about the voices, the story, the whatnot. If you have any, any suggestions, feel free to drop them below. Yada, yada, yada. Catch you all later. Peace.